Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Maybon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
Brian, how are you today, man?
Man, I am fantastic. There is so much stuff going on right now. I can't stand. My head's about to explode.
We do. We've got a lot of great news for people. We've got a lot of great events, and we have a great guest coming on today. Why don't you tell the listeners about that? So
tonight we're going to have Miss Naomi Novik. She is a New York Times best-selling author of the Tremere series. She's also the author of Uprooted, which was our book of the month last month. And so we're going to get her on. I'm very excited for that. And what else is going on? Is that Skungy?
Yes, that is Skungy. Oh. So as always, we strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or check out our website at twigradio.com, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this fine show?
So we're still working on that connection to Fox Sports 1280, but it's happening, right?
Yes,
our
yes.
Picture's on there.
Our picture is up. If you go to foxsportsam1280.com, it's a mouthful, people, but foxsportsam1280.com and go to On Air, you will see us. It's right there, the first icon you can hit. Scroll down, and you'll see The Week in Geek, and then click on it, and you'll see our shining faces.
Yes. Also, you can go to Spreaker.com. All of our podcasts, after we're off the air, are loaded up there. And there's a Spreaker app for your smartphone or tablet, and you can
keep it in your pocket.
And what, don't we have a YouTube channel, Brian?
You're right. We do have a YouTube channel as well. Spreaker makes it easy for us to get our content over there, too.
It really does. So, guys, we have a great show in store for you. Top nerd news. And as always, we'll close out our show with This Week in Geek History. We also forgot to do Fan of the Month last week.
Yeah, we did.
So we'll be doing that later on in the show as well. But, we always like to start our show off with our boy Skungy and his Pick of the Week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
What's going on today, gentlemen?
Not much. We've got some great news, some fantastic news to announce, which we will announce later on in the show. But let's just say it's huge and it's Comic-Con related.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, we haven't even told you yet.
Well, I'm not
you're
that
part of the show.
So
You're really not, but it's okay.
Oh,
we'll let you know stuff
Dave.
as you need to know it. So you know what we need to know, Skungy?
What's that?
The whole reason I brought you on the show. The Pick of the Week. Come on. Get it together, man.
This Pick of the Week is Rainbow Six Siege.
Are there rainbows in it?
In the Rainbow Six saga.
All right, so tell me about it.
Now, this game is a first-person tactical shooter. It is not a running gun like Call of Duty or Halo or anything like that. This takes like situations like, protecting a hostage or retrieving a hostage or sweeping and clearing a building or trying to defuse a bomb, something like that. It takes very realistic situations and puts you in charge of a team to go in and basically take out these people. But like I said, it's not a running gun.
Well, all right. Well, you're saying tactical. I mean, is it turn-based or is it still real-time?
No, it's real time. What I mean tactical meaning is that you don't just go in and start shooting everything. No, you have like gadgets that you could sit there and... What was that?
I said, boo, I like shooting things up.
You can shoot things, and it's great. That it's a lot of violence, don't worry. But
Okay.
you use gadgets to like go in and like check the perimeter and see like where the enemies are and try to figure out what's the best course of action. And you can like breach and clear a room by putting like explosives on a wall and like blowing up the wall and just going in, using flashbang grenades. But you want to do it coordinated. You want to know what you're doing before you go into the situation.
Okay, so I've seen the commercials with Idris Elba. So I mean, is it as cool as the commercials depict?
Well, nothing's as cool as Idris Elba. I mean, he's just, his voice can lull me to sleep. But it is really cool. It's mainly multiplayer. There's no story mode, really.
Good Lord, really?
There are a couple of missions you could do single player to get you familiar with the different classes and different gadgets and whatnot. But primarily, it's multiplayer or terrorist hunt. Terrorist Hunt's a single player where you can go in and, try to take out all the terrorists. So then there's the multiplayer 5 versus 5.
It's sad that there's no storyline to it because I know you're not comparing it to Call of Duty, but I haven't played Call of Duty since like 1 and 2, and they had some really great kind of campaign modes in those games. They were nice.
Yeah, they were, and it's kind of like a trade-off. A lot of people want more multiplayer. For games like Call of Duty, some people don't even play the campaign. A lot of people don't. They just play the multiplayer, and that's it. So, unfortunately, because of more people running demands of multiplayer games, stories go on the wayside. It's a good game regardless.
I don't know. I think that's ridiculous. But, hey, I mean, I am enjoying Star Wars, but I really do wish it had a bit of a story to it. I mean, but, it's still fun running around as the Empire shooting up dirty rebels.
You mean you actually have time to play Star Wars with Fallout in your house?
Not as much. But I do play it on occasion. I play multiplayer more than anything.
Okay.
And I hate people.
And see, that's the thing that a lot of people, that's the reason why it's happening. More people are playing multiplayer in these games. So why is a developer going to spend the time and money and effort to do a campaign when 70% of the people are only going to play the multiplayer?
That's fair.
All right. So is it a good game, yes or no?
Yes, it is. It is
really
hard as all hell, though.
Okay.
Because it's not, like I said, there's no regenerating health either. I mean, you're dead, you're dead. That's it. The round's over.
That's cool. I mean, a good challenge, right?
Yeah, it's very challenging, and I like that about it.
All right. Well,
what's the price tag? What are the platforms?
It's going to be for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. It's $59.99, and as always with Ubisoft and the way that things are going in the world, there's a damn season pass.
Yeah. Hey, Skungy, thanks for listening to PC First. I appreciate that.
Well, that's just for you. And
don't cozy up to
I
him.
wasn't thinking. I'm sorry, Dave.
He was my friend first. Leave him alone. All right, Skungy. So, Merry Christmas. Get off the show.
All right, y'all. Later.
Talk to you later. Oh, you're so mean.
I am. I don't like him. No, I don't. All right, Brian. So coming up, we have Naomi Novik.
Yes.
And then we have Top Nerd News.
We do.
And then we have
like community news. Right?
Yeah. We have some community news also. But this week in Geek History. But we also have our listener of the month.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and do that right now?
Yeah. Let's do that right now.
So our listener of the month always, is somebody that, is a contributor and a friend.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He's always helping us out, critiquing the show, giving great feedback, scored us an interview.
Yeah, and who is it?
It is Mike Esquivel.
All right. Dun, da, da, da.
Yeah, so thanks, Mike, for helping out. We very much appreciate you.
We're friends on Facebook now, too.
Yeah, I know.
I went on a mad spree of friending on Facebook, after the local celebrity Brian Held in Your Pocket exploded.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, we have the demand, Brian.
We do.
We have a demand. We just need the supply.
I know. I'm working on it.
Yes. We're not teasing you. It is actually probably going to become a real thing.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're also working on T-shirts, guys. So
I know, huh?
Yeah,
dude, the art is phenomenal.
No, and we got a local artist, Preston Acevedo, who's also been a guest of the show.
Yes.
Has done some fantastic artwork for us. So that's going to be coming out and soon, right?
Yeah,
we're still waiting on it. And
we got a lot of stuff in the tank, guys. Yes. I mean, Comic-Con is coming up. We have some ridiculously exciting news coming up about that. So, Brian, I guess we should probably just go ahead and go to break, huh?
Yeah, probably so.
We're here at the iHeart Studios at TMNT.com studios, but, Stormtroopers were in the building today, Brian.
They were.
Yeah, because tomorrow's Pelicans Star Wars Day at the Pelicans game.
Yeah.
And so some Stormtroopers were floating around the building handing out free swag. I got a Stormtrooper Pelicans mug.
That's cool. I heard the traffic ladies got arrested for being rebel spies.
Well, they deserved it then, probably. Traffic ladies. All right, guys, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Going out to New Orleans East, we've got a left lane breakdown, I-10 eastbound at the 610 merge. Heavy traffic starts at Elysian Fields. Still slow going near De Gaulle on your way to the east bank of the Crescent City connection, and looking slow going out toward Metairie and Kenner on I-10 westbound. Got what appears to be an accident. I-10 west near Metairie Road. I'm Lisa Baquet. If you see traffic problems, call 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
When Marlon Shirley was 5, he lost his foot. Today, as the world's fastest amputee, he runs the 100 meters in less time than it takes to listen to this. Overcoming. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
This report is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Partly cloudy skies after midnight. More dense fog develops. Lows in the upper 50s north, lower 60s south. Now tomorrow for Friday, partly cloudy, temperature back to 81, well above normal. Saturday, a dry day at 81. And then the stormy weather comes in on Sunday. By midday Sunday through the evening, some of those storms could be strong to severe. Daytime high of 80 degrees, and it looks like we're going to see only Sunday with wet weather as we dry up for the beginning of next week. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
Someone you know is suffering from Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. They're dealing with excruciating pain and days when they won't be able to get out of bed. Help someone you know and support the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America at ccfa.org.
I just signed up for credit card alerts from Wells Fargo.
With credit card alerts, you're notified when we think there's suspicious activity on your account. And you can respond by text to let us know if it was you or not.
It's like having super high-def security cameras at your house, and you can see everything going on. Like someone's suspicious at your door and he's holding something.
We let you know when and where your card was used and for how much. We also alert you to purchases exceeding an amount you set. If we notice what we think is suspicious activity, you'll receive an alert detailing the transaction and be able to respond with just a text.
But then you realize it's just the postman, which makes sense because he's in uniform, and that suspicious thing is the socks you ordered. But either way, you're glad you have the cameras, because what if it wasn't the postman? Or worse, you didn't get your socks. You'd be sockless.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your credit card account, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Availability may be affected by your mobile carrier's coverage area, and their fees may apply. Wells Fargo Bank and A, member FDIC.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Bruce Campbell. I wish. God, I wish.
It'd be nice to have him in the studio, huh?
It would be nice. It's funny you should mention that, Brian.
Yeah.
Because we have some exciting Comic-Con news.
We do.
So, well, now that we are under the umbrella of iHeartMedia, the power of the corporate radio is ours.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It sort of is. It's really awesome. So now that we are here, we are working hand in hand with Comic-Con now.
Right.
And
yeah.
so,
and just for listeners out there, we're talking about Wizard World Comic-Con. That's Wizard World New Orleans. That's going to be here on January 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Ernest Morial Convention Center.
Correct. And so we are going to be there, Brian.
We are,
yes, Yes. I mean, we're actually going to have our own table this time.
Yeah.
And we're going to be setting up. We're going to be doing some call-ins, possibly even a live remote as well. That's all in the works.
Right.
But we have just been told that, our interview requests are in, and it looks shiny.
Nice.
Now, also, we put in some requests for some passes for our listeners.
We did.
So they've been approved, Brian.
I know.
They've been approved. So we're starting, next week or so, we're going to possibly have some of these interviews coming up. We're going to, pre-record or have some live ones.
Right.
But we have passes to start giving away.
We do.
So we're going to start that next week. But we're going to have some passes for Friday, some passes for Sunday.
Right.
And this is the best news of all. So we are the point people on giving away free swag.
Nice.
We, the Week in Geek and Fox Sports 1280, we are going to be giving away as a grand prize a VIP weekend pass for Emily Kinney, Beth from The Walking Dead.
I know.
Not only does it include your VIP badge for the entire weekend, and it's a pair.
Yeah.
It's you get an autograph session with her, and you get a photograph session with her.
Wow.
I know. It's pretty awesome, dude.
That's like what, $250
I think
easy?
it's more than that. Yeah,
wow.
It's a lot of bank. And the Week in Geek and Fox Sports 1280 is proud to be giving this away, and a proud partner of Wizard World Comic Con.
Most definitely.
So now we are going to let you know more as it comes along. The contest has not come online, but what we do know, and this is factoids, that if you go to foxsportsam1280.com, that's foxsportsam1280.com, you go to the contest. It says contact us, and you click on that, scroll down, you'll see contest. And when you click on that, we are going to have the rules there, and it's basically going to be an enter to win style. Basically, you get an iHeart account, you enter your name, and you're entered in the contest.
Right.
And so it's really that easy, and I think we're probably just going to have a limit of one per day. So you can't keep going with the spam button, hitting us up like 30 times, an hour, So, but one chance a day for a free weekend pass and pictures of VIP status of getting in half an hour early to the convention floor. I mean, all that cool stuff. And you get to meet Emily Kinney, get an autograph from her, get pictures. And the picture is for two people. It's pretty awesome, man.
Very exciting stuff.
So, you know what? I'm so all excited about that I wanted to maybe, scoot into Top Nerd News. But you know what? Let me calm down a bit because I'm like super excited. Why don't we do some word of the day?
Yeah, let's do that.
Why don't we educate some people?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure that out.
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it, babe!
The word of the day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it, babe!
The word of the day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The word of the day.
Next, I want you sing with me.
Nice.
What's the word? I love that little bit.
Yeah, no, I came across this word. I thought it was pretty silly, and it actually ties into
You're
Top
silly.
I know.
You're silly.
It ties into Top Nerd News today.
You are ridiculous.
No, you are ridiculous.
I'm outstanding.
The word of the day is spoonerism.
That's not a real word.
It is a real word. It is the transposition of initial or other sounds of words, usually by accident, as in a blushing crow for a crushing blow, right? So you switch the initial syllables of the words, right? And that act of doing that is called a spoonerism.
So screwing up your linguistic mumbo jumbo is a spoonerism?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had words for that. I just thought you called them dumb.
Come on, Dave. That's only you.
Stop. No, whatever. All right, you know what? Spoon. You know what that reminds me of? Top Nerd News.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
Spoon. Spoon, Brian.
All right, well,
Spoon.
hey, look, leading off with that, did you see the deal about the live-action Tick is going to return?
That's why I keep screaming spoon.
I know.
Spooming screen?
So
is that a spoonerism?
Yes. Amazon has gone out and asked for a pilot, right, for the new Tick series.
I see that. So is Patrick Warburton going to be... I know he's yes. rumored, so he is the lead.
Yeah,
it's not a rumor. He is going to be in it.
He's going to be in it.
Well, that's just cool.
That is cool. No, and
he never uttered that phrase in the series, but they only had 6 episodes.
There were actually 9.
9 were in the can, but 6 were aired, and Fox just freaking Fox, man. I said freak. Good Lord.
No. It's Fox. We're on Fox Sports. Come on now.
All right, Fox TV, though. We are Fox Sports, Brian.
Yes.
So we've got our stuff together.
Right.
Fox TV, on the other hand.
Hey, speaking about new stuff, did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer?
I did. I really did, dude. All right, I posted it on the Facebook page myself. Look, I was not a fan of the first movie. I fell asleep in it. It was
Really?
that boring. Dude, it was lame. It was contrived, and they just got the story all wrong.
Was it a Michael Bay explosion fest?
A little bit, but less explosion-y. I don't know. But the new one actually looks cool because it seems like they're going to go back to the well that made it popular. Okay. And they're bringing back Bebop and Rocksteady. And when I first saw them, I was just like, oh, that's so cool.
No, I watched it as well. Yeah, it was a cool trailer.
So that's the only thing that gives me hope that maybe the second one won't be a snooze fest, because I literally fell asleep watching that damn movie. So, I was not impressed with it. I just didn't like their twist on everything. Plus, I could do without, Jugs McGee, whatever her name is.
Oh, Megan Fox?
Yeah, Megan Fox, Yeah. Yeah. She's got a head on her shoulders.
Well,
head.
I'm not going to say anything disparaging about it.
I will. That's my job, yes. Mr. White Knight. What else we got?
Actually, since you are sparking controversy...
sparking. I think you said bark.
No. A little bit of controversy has popped up with the Daredevil Season 2 about Elektra, and Frank Miller saying that it's not the real Elektra, right?
I wrote it first.
Pretty much. And honestly, one of our fans has said it best. It's just like George Lucas and his sour grapes about Star Wars.
Yeah, our boy Skylar, man.
Yeah,
we're going to be seeing him this weekend at Geek-O-Nomicon.
We will. We'll get to that under community news.
Okay, fine. I want to talk about everything at the same time.
I know you do, Dave.
Blah blah blah.
But no, I think, man, I am so impressed with what Netflix and Marvel has done with the whole Defenders series.
Well, that rolls into the next top nerd news, Iron Fist, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? We've got a showrunner. It's Scott Buck has been chosen as showrunner for Iron Fist. And, man, this is just, it's good stuff. Did you watch all of Jessica Jones yet?
No, I haven't. I don't have Netflix.
You need to come by the house.
I don't want to go by your house. There's nice people there. I like to be in my man cave where it's just angry all the time.
Yeah, well. So and it's about to get nicer. We're about to get a new kitty cat.
Oh, I saw the little kitty cat. What is it, like smoke or
soot?
Soot. Yeah, that's so cute.
He's not quite black. He's very dark gray.
I had a little black kitty that had 6 toes.
Oh, nice.
It was my bar kitty, and then when I closed the bar, I had to send it home, so I gave it to Skungy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The cat's name is Nunu. I was drunk when I named it, sorry.
Apparently.
Well, when you were talking about controversy, did you just want to say anything more about Iron Fist?
No.
Okay, well, when you were talking about controversy, I thought we were going to talk about, the Leia's slave bikini thing.
Yeah, that came up.
Well, we talked about that a while ago back at our old station, and I pretty much said the same thing. I'm like, dude, you need to get over it. It's not like she was prancing around in said bikini. She didn't want to be in the bikini, right. And she ended up killing the guy who put her in the bikini. That's basically what she said. And she just said, get over it. Stop being, so hypersensitive.
Carrie Fisher is such a tough, awesome
I would not
chick.
mess with her, man.
Oh, yeah.
She is nuts.
No, she's
awesome.
Great. And I've met her before. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's not nuts. I don't know why I said that. She's awesome. But from what I understand, too, she is like a very amazing writer, an accomplished writer.
Oh, yeah.
And like an idea, like a power behind the throne on many series.
Well, and a motivational speaker as well. She had a lot of controversy in her life and has overcome all of that stuff. So, she's incredible. All right, so you about ready for a break, sir?
Yeah, I am ready for a break. So when we come back, we got some community news we got to get to, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So, all right, well, oh, yeah, we're going to rock it. So, all right, guys, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is your host, David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
So stay tuned. This is Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Ink Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Look out for an accident on your way to the east bank of the Crescent City connection. It is as you approach the main span of the bridge, and it's an accident with injury. Be careful there. Delays are backed up before de Gaulle. We also had a breakdown on your way to the high-rise on I-10 East at the 610 merge. That has been cleared from the roadway. And still some heavy traffic in Kenner on I-10 East from Loyola Drive to Power Boulevard. I'm Lisa Baquet. If you see traffic problems, call 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by SoundHound. You know that moment when a song comes on and you've just got to know what it is? Open the SoundHound app and tap the big orange button to get your answer, along with the lyrics, related videos, and artist info. You can even sing or hum into it to discover that song that's stuck in your head. Download SoundHound from your app store now.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Chris. We're the brothers behind Firehouse Subs.
When we were firefighters, we'd all gather around the fire station table.
That's where we learned about great food and a lot of it.
And that's why every Firehouse Sub is so overloaded.
It honors our family's firefighter roots.
Take our best-selling hook and ladder sub.
I will. You don't have to ask me twice.
It's loaded with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melty Monterey Jack.
Steam heated to perfection, piled on a toasted sub roll. It's the sub that started the fire.
Or check out our light version, the Hook and Ladder Light, for only $5.49.
And at 450 calories, it's like it's made for you, Robin.
That's so sweet of you.
Only $5.49. Try our Hook and Ladder Light today with your favorite beverage from our Coca-Cola Freestyle fountain. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs.
Founded by firemen.
FirehouseSubs.com.
Right now at the Home Depot, you can find up to 30% off select holiday decor. So let's fill in the blanks with a few last-minute wreaths, lights, or garland. Deck the doors, walls, and halls. Then stuff your stocking with savings. However you build cheer, wrap up your holiday decorating for less. Let's do this. Get up to 30% off select holiday decor at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through December 23rd, while supplies last. U.S. only.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Megatron. Starscream. I love Starscream. Starscream was always my favorite.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff.
He was a whiny little punk, but, you know, he was the coolest looking. Well, Soundwave.
Yeah.
Megatron's pretty cool looking. I don't know.
So
stupid Autobots.
I'm just going to mention real quick about our guest. We're still waiting for our guest to call in. I'm only assuming that she's been delayed for some reason. So if she doesn't call within the next few minutes, we're just going to have to reschedule.
All right.
But
that sounds good. All right. Well, you know what? We have a lot of community news to get to anyway. I mean, our schedule is rapidly filling up here, Brian.
It is.
So
Okay,
First
so
off, yeah.
So first on the list, this weekend coming up is the last weekend of the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. Of course, it's going to be a big blowout. They're going to have fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Oh, yeah. So definitely, if you are out in the Hammond area anytime on Saturday or Sunday, go check them out. That's larf.net. Great event. And definitely closes out the season. We won't see them again until next November.
I know, man. They should have more. They should have more.
Well, it's all good.
Okay.
Also, this weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, I know. You and
I got to pack a bag.
You do. We're going to be at Geek-O-Nomicon at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum. This is running all weekend, the 11th through the 13th. You can find out all the information about this great event at whynotgeek.com. Now, I missed it last year.
I know you missed a really great event.
I did, and you that's when you interviewed Richard Hatch.
Theo Crane.
Big Tiny.
Yeah.
And and you know what sucks is that I knew going into that event that it was going to be fantastic. And I was telling everybody this event is going to rock because of the way that those folks promoted their event, the presence that they had within the community. I'm like, this is going to be top notch. And
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, well, they broke the world record for steampunk. As many people dressed up. I mean, I was doing the show, and I had gotten into my costume before the show started. So, like during one of the commercial breaks, I had to run across the hall to be counted in the number, and then run back after the commercials to get back on the air. So, look, they really embrace the fan groups, which was starting to be kind of put on a back burner for a while, but I think the majority of the conventions have realized what side their butter is.
Oh yeah,
their bread is buttered on. I mean, like the grassroots attaché for Comic-Con that's been tooling around town.
Yeah. I talked to her today.
Right. I mean, these people are putting their finger back on the pulse of the geek community, which I find, very satisfying.
Oh,
because,
definitely.
3 years we've been on the air plugging away at this stuff, and we always knew the strength of the nerd community, the geeks, the power. But, a lot of times the corporate entities were just kind of like, yeah, here's some nerds in costumes. I think they'll spend some money.
Right.
But now they're realizing the power.
So
Geek-O-Nomicon this year is Diesel Punk.
It is Diesel Punk.
I don't know if I should put like on a green tunic instead of my tan, because it's kind of like World War I-ish, 2-ish. I don't know.
Get you some fatigues.
So
let's see. They've got Bai Ling is coming. Who else? John Mangus, our friend of the show.
John Mangus
is going to be out there. Yep. Kimberly B. Richardson is the author guest of honor.
Get out.
Yeah.
No way.
Richard Hatch is coming back. Tom Proctor, where's he from?
I don't know.
I recognize his face.
Your face looks familiar.
Mm-hmm. But tons of artists are going to be out there. There's a charity event that's going to be happening. The comic book artists, different cosplay groups. I mean, there's just going to be entertainers. They got some bands.
I mean,
and stuff.
it's going to be a fun event. We'll be out there. We've already confirmed that we have a place to sit.
Yes,
and we're gonna do a broadcast on Saturday most likely.
Yep, that'll be straight.
We could even do one Friday night if we wanted to, but we'll most likely do it Saturday. But all right, so this weekend, Geek-O-Nomicon, Gulf Coast Coliseum, right there in Biloxi. Now,
the next thing on our list.
All right.
Is our newest sponsor.
Our newest sponsor, and a fantastic event that is coming up in Kennebra.
At the Pontchartrain Center.
They couldn't have picked a better venue. Just because I get to say Kennebra for the next 3 weeks, I'm so stoked.
Oh yeah, so it's the NOLA Gaming Fest, and it's being put on by the Independent Gaming League, and they have a cool web address that you hate because it's non-standard.
I know it confuses me, and I'm easily confused and bamboozled and hoodwinked.
It's IGL.GG.
IGL.GG. And when you were telling me this, and you were like, "I'm going to type it in and show you," I'm like, "I don't believe you. It's not going to work."
That's because you don't believe me about anything.
The power of the internet. No. So if you type in IGL.GG, you get the website.
That's true. So, and that's where all the information about this great event is going to be. But they're going to have all kind of different video game tournaments. They're going to have board games. There's some Magic the Gathering that's going to be going on. Different fan groups are coming out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our friends are helping put this on. They reached out to the nerd community. They reached out to Candace at Tubby and Coos, and she's an integral part in helping run this event now.
And you know what? This is the difference between some events that we're not going to name that don't reach out to the local community. Well, I'm not going to go off at a tear. So. Anyway.
Well, they do now, though.
No, these guys, not the other ones.
Oh, the other guys. Yeah,
the other guys. So
yeah, they canceled their event, so
exactly.
Up theirs.
They did.
Dummies.
So these guys they're coming in hot and hard. They've got a great event, a lot of cool stuff, over $10,000 of cash and prizes that they're giving away.
And that's like when I first saw them, I'm going, no way, that's not possible. And then sure enough, bada bing, bada boom, they're like, yes, we're giving away these prizes.
Well, and one of the things that I thought was really cool is that, Skungy and I went to the MLG event, and it was great, but I definitely felt like an outsider there. Like there wasn't much for me to do as maybe a casual. I mean, I'm not a tournament guy. I play for fun.
Yeah, I get my butt kicked by 12-year-olds.
And I think that this type of event is going to be more accessible to the casual gamer, to the average, gamer that maybe, needs that little push to get competitive, right? This is that breeding ground for that. And man, this is great. They're also partnering with the De La Salle chess team.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, and the money I'm not sure how the money is raised, but De La Salle is basically going to be getting some money, and actually the chess tournament, the school that wins gets donations. So I mean, this really is a great mixture of competitive, prize winnings and then donation.
Yeah,
prizes.
There's the charity element. There's other charity stuff that's still in the works. We haven't seen it yet.
And our friends at Go for Games are going to be helping out.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, yeah, it's really going to be interesting.
All right, cool. Well, hey, are you, Dave? Are you about ready for a break?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to go to This Week in Geek History like we usually do. And stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
I just used your loan tracker to check on my home loan application with Wells Fargo.
With your loan tracker, you can track the progress of your home loan application from any smartphone, computer, or tablet, so you know where you are in the process.
It's like when you use an app to order a cab, and you can see exactly where the cab is and how it's getting to you.
You'll know which documents you've already uploaded and what items are still needed, and you'll have your Wells Fargo home mortgage consultant by your side the whole way.
And you know the license plate, and who's driving, and the route it'll take to drive to your destination, and how much it'll cost. So pretty much you know everything you need to know in real time.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your home loan application, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Your loan tracker not available with all loans. Talk to a mortgage consultant for details. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank N.A. Equal Housing Lender. NMLSR ID 399801.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Chris. We're the brothers behind Firehouse Subs.
When we were firefighters, we'd all gather around the fire station table.
That's where we learned about great food and a lot of it.
And that's why every Firehouse Sub is so overloaded.
It honors our family's firefighter roots.
Take our best-selling hook and ladder sub.
I will. You don't have to ask me twice.
It's loaded with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melty Monterey Jack.
Steam heated to perfection, piled on a toasted sub roll. It's the sub that started the fire.
Or check out our light version, the Hook and Ladder Light, for only $5.49.
And at 450 calories, it's like it's made for you, Robin.
That's so sweet of you.
Only $5.49. Try our Hook and Ladder Light today with your favorite beverage from our Coca-Cola Freestyle fountain. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs.
Founded by firemen.
FirehouseSubs.com.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the TubbyandCoos.com studios. Now, Brian, before we went to break, the NOLA Gaming Fest is January 2nd and 3rd.
Yes, that is correct.
2nd and 3rd. And also, like we said, we had some huge news for Wizard World. Wizard World Comic-Con New Orleans is going to be January 8th through the 10th. We will be there the whole weekend.
We're going to have passes to give away.
We're going to have passes to give away. We're going to be giving away Friday and Sunday passes, but we also have the Emily Kinney VIP weekend pass.
Yeah.
And go to foxsportsam1280.com. Just keep checking on that, because sometime this week and this weekend, or it's coming up soon, and just keep an eye on that, because just go to contests and then scroll down and you will see how to enter. It'll be an enter to win. It'll be easy peasy. All right, Brian, we have a guest on the line.
Yeah, so getting in right in at the finish line, our guest tonight is Naomi Novik. She's an author, a coder, a fangirl, and a geek. Naomi, are you there?
I am. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, definitely. No, so, one of the great things about having you on tonight is the power of social media. Our fan and your fan, Matthew Levine, kind of brought us together for this interview.
Yes, absolutely. It was just wonderful that he sort of tweeted about you guys mentioning Uprooted on your show a few weeks ago, and that put me in touch with you guys.
Right. And
wonderful.
So, yeah, my wife is a librarian at a local school, and she is the chief librarian of this show, and she gives us all of our books of the month. And yeah, Uprooted, your book was our book of the month last week, or last month.
We get it.
We get it. Anyway, and unfortunately, I'm only 25% of the way through. I'm just... We've got no time right now, but
I can understand.
Yeah. So what I wanted to start, before we get to Uprooted, I wanted to ask you, you are a New York Times best-selling author of the Temeraire series, right? Yes. And Dave, this is for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, because and from your website, combining the gripping history of the Napoleonic era, the thrill of Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern books, and the excitement of Patrick O'Brien's seafaring adventures. So this is like fantastic alternative history, right?
Yes, that's right. It's basically the Napoleonic Wars retold as if everyone had an air force, and the air force was made of dragons, with crews of multiple aviators on board, and that's the central conceit.
All right, well, I'm sold.
Right.
Okay.
So I think the first question that I had in relation to that is, what is it? You're a history buff, but what is it about the Napoleonic era that appeals to you that brought these books together?
Well, I do actually think the Napoleonic era is a perfect time to sort of have dragons because dragons can really, you know, when you sort of think of a dragon in that sort of smog-sized dragon, maybe a bit smaller, that kind of dragon in a medieval era is just, you know, a total destroying killing machine. Nothing can stand in its path. Everybody, you know, sort of, you're kind of screwed if any dragon shows up on the field.
Right.
If you go ahead to, like, by the time you hit sort of World War II, you're like, not looking so good for the dragons anymore.
Yeah.
The Napoleonic Wars are kind of in a really nice sweet spot where dragons add a new element and a new challenge, and dragons can have a very significant presence, but they still sort of feel, as though people can challenge them.
Okay.
So they still have power, but but there's something that, you know, a sailing ship with you know, powerful guns.
Yeah, you'd have a shot.
Dragon.
Yeah, at least have a shot.
Yeah, just they won't get bowled over, right? All right, cool. So there's 9 books in the series total. Is the final book out?
It is not. I am actually, I can in fact say there are 9 books because the book is complete. I am working on the last set of revisions. And those should be done basically in the next couple of weeks, actually.
All right, so we're gonna be looking at a 2016 release on your last book.
Yes, that's right.
All right, cool. That's League of Dragons is the final book of the series. Well, great. We're going to definitely look for that. I'm glad we got you first before the big book release.
Yeah,
I just wish we had a date.
It's definitely going to be an exciting. You know, it's very exciting to come to the end of a series like this. I started writing it in 2004, and it started coming out in 2006. So it's really going to be 10 years for readers and more than 1 million words. And it's really kind of something where I look back on it myself and think, I must have been crazy. Actually, that's what I really think. But
that's
but
such
it also it feels like a really satisfying sort of thing to be bringing it to a close.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's a fantastic accomplishment to put that together. But I mean, you don't seem like you're you know, moss doesn't grow on a rolling stone, and it seems like you've got more stuff in the works. That you have will supervillains be on the final graphic novel?
Mm-hmm.
And is there more in that series coming out?
I have more ideas. You know, that poor book, I loved doing that book so much. And unfortunately, you know, it came out at a time when Del Rey was doing original manga. Del Rey and are part of Random House, and they're my publishers. Okay. And they put me together with the artist, and that's something that they then closed down that manga line. In fact, basically just as I finished that first volume. So it sort of ended up a little bit orphaned. I have ideas in the series, but I actually have a completely different graphic novel project brewing in the back of my head that's too much in its infancy to even really talk about.
All right.
And I have another fairy tale retelling book in the works that's a little bit like Uprooted, not in the same universe, but has some of the similar flavor.
So is Uprooted a single book unto itself, like a single story?
Yep. It is a complete standalone. You know, people have been asking me if there's going to be a sequel. And, you know, it's one of those things where I might write a sequel if I happen to get hit with inspiration for a story. But I feel very much, you know, as I wrote it, I knew that I wanted to write it as a single, complete standalone. I feel like there's something really good that happens when you complete something.
Right.
That's part of why I really wanted to end the Temeraire series as opposed to just having it go on essentially forever. And I really think that writing something in a single book makes me happy as a writer, and also reading, that's the kind of thing that I enjoy reading myself. I like sort of finishing the story. So that's one of the reasons why Uprooted is a standalone.
So what was your inspiration for Uprooted versus Temeraire? I mean, that seems like quite a departure, right? We're talking Napoleonics, now we're getting into kind of fantasy, medieval sort of. How'd that work out?
You know, Uprooted is inspired also by history, but it's inspired more by Polish history. And it's also inspired by Polish sort of legends and legendary history. Okay. As well, and my mother is Polish, and I grew up hearing Polish fairy tales, and my father's Russian, so I heard stories about Baba Yaga, and those are sort of the elements that went into it, as well as lots of English language fairy tales.
All right, well, Naomi, I hate to cut you off, but we're getting very close.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, we're running out of time. So how can our listeners find out more about you?
Well, they can follow me on Twitter. I'm Naomi Novik there, and I love hearing from readers there and on Goodreads. And I've also got a website at naominovik.com.
Well, fantastic.
Well, we can definitely attest to the effectiveness of your Twitter account.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes. No, it's wonderful. It's really nice because it's kind of a manageable way to communicate with many, many people at the same time,
Oh, yeah.
And I really love being able to keep in touch with fans in what limited time I have for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Naomi, hang on for just a second while we close up, and we very much appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Dave. Well, I think that's going to wrap another show, huh?
Yeah, we're getting right to the wire. So, all right, I guess let's finish up with, I don't know what else we really got to say.
Come and see us at Geek-O-Nomicon this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to be out there all
Mississippi
weekend.
Gulf Coast Coliseum. WhyNotGeek.com is the web address. That's all weekend long. It's going to be crazy, a lot of fun. All right, so much stuff to do.
Well, we forgot to talk about it in Top Nerd News as well. Norman Reedus got bit by a fan.
Yes.
So let's hope that doesn't happen to local celebrity Brian Held this weekend at Geek-O-Nomicon. If somebody's taking a picture with you, I'm just looking out for you, Brian. I'm just saying.
You have to dive in front of me and take the bite.
No way. I'm not taking a bite for you.
Oh, come on.
I like you and all, but no. All right, guys. So then, of course, we have NOLA Game Fest coming up on
January 2nd and 3rd. Yes, that's at the Pontchartrain Center in Kennebra.
Yeah. Also, and then stay tuned to Fox Sports AM1280.com. Keep checking on the contest because we're going to start setting up the rules and the entry things because you can win a VIP package to Emily Kinney at the New Orleans Comic-Con, and it's going to be awesome. It's VIP weekend pass. You get free autographs and pictures with Emily Kinney, Beth of The Walking Dead, and she's a fantastic singer.
Oh, yeah?
And she's cute as a button.
Oh, she is.
So, all right, guys, this has been another exciting installment of The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Brian, should we play some music heading out? Yeah, there's some music.
We should.
All right, man, it always feels like we're running a race to the finish line.
We are.
So, all right, guys, till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports 1280. WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.